Well, ladies and gentlemen, seeing the fact that the evening traffic is finally starting to calm down and it's just about that time for us to get out of here, we might as well bring Music Village for this week to an emphatic close. But don't worry, if you miss anything, and I do mean anything from this afternoon, the light we were able to give you, we got you covered. Because you can catch it again one more time, all the time, on our SoundCloud, Facebook, even Tumblr pages, named the same, only known as MusicVillageRadio under the hashtag MusicVillage323. And we were one episode off for it being 324 on 324, but, we'll take what we can get. And if you guys want to figure out other crazy and zany things that we still got prepared during this month of independence, like a show that would have been on the same day as the number of shows we had if it took place in March, then you can go ahead and check it out on our Twitter/YouTube pages, still named the same, only known as the Double Agent 012. And before we head out for the night, we would like to thank, as always, you the fans out there for listening in to another week-ending indie production edition of Music Village. And if you guys and girls out there like what you heard, go out there and spread the word. You know what? Like that woman who lived in that apartment that tried to take out that rat in the What a Cartoon series of Oh Rats. Yeah, PR department knows what I'm talking about, and they're wondering, am I gonna scream like that woman did in that show? No, and that's not funny. And we would also like to thank you, the independent artists out there, for doing that musical goodness like you always do, and for being a constant source of inspiration with your musical goodness to do shows such as this to keep you guys entertained in the afternoon hours, or the evening or night, depending on where you live. Either way, keep up the great work. And speaking of people giving us musical entertainment on a 24-hour basis, we would like to thank our musical guest for this week, none other than Technoax, with their song, Can't Go Backwards, that was featured during this week's Rat Hunting Edition, or Insect Hunting Edition, of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Story. And like always, Technoax, keep up the great work, and we can't wait to hear what you got coming down the tubes next. And finally, last but not least, we would like to thank you, the independent gamers out there, for coming out with all that sweet video game hits and clips that we had a chance to mention during this week's show. And like we say all the time around here, keep those games a-coming, because not only you don't know what show's coming down the tubes next, but alongside with it, we really need those games to beat that 100-game record. And we're getting really close, so keep those games coming. And I guess with everybody thanked, you guys out there, now we go out, I'm DJ Smokey on behalf of the Maestro saying, alright! But most importantly, when there's smoke, there's fire. And we'll see you guys next week for a very special month-ending game-packed of Independence Edition of Music Village. But until then, good night, everybody.